Welcome to Tuesday Thoughts, where we intercept your midday stinking thinking and equip you with premium thoughts to fuel the remainder of your day. I am your host, J Love, and here is a wealthier and healthier thought. Happy Tuesday, Seekers, and what a lovely night it is. What a lovely day it has been. I pray that you are winding down and that this message finds you well. Listen, I have been reminded tonight to believe. My good old nephew Calvin gave his first sermon today at church, and he reminded me of something the Lord was telling me several times last week, and that is this: all things are possible to them that believe. Y'all, really, there is nothing that is too hard for God. There is nothing that is too impossible for God. But what these things require is your belief. I have been trusting God to do so many things for me this year and just really over the years. And my relationship with him in this last year in particular has grown tremendously. A lot of that has had to deal with my trust. A lot of it. Sometimes it was challenging because I was trying to understand it. And today was one of those days, not necessarily trying to understand it, but me, I take that back. I guess that thing ain't changed. Listen, I vow to be honest always, you guys. I vow to be honest because that's what I was struggling with today. It was my understanding. Sometimes you cannot try to conceptualize everything. Sometimes you just gotta really let God be God. Let him work his will. Let him do what he does best because he knows the greatest outcome. He has the greatest outcome, first of all. He knows the way in which we take. Come on, we got to bring him back to his word. And not only bring him back to his word, but we must know his word for ourselves. And as we practice reciting his word, let it take root in you. We're dealing with belief today. Yeah. All things are possible to them that believe. His word says that it is impossible to even please God without our faith. We can't even please him if we don't have faith. Wow. As my friend's pastor would say, my. Or rather, that's the way I would say it. But my is how Pastor Williams would say it. But you guys, all things are possible. They're possible. They're possible. Okay? They're possible. And how about this? It says, Jesus said, with God, all things are possible. And comes from Matthew 19:26. And this is a far more than the power of positive thinking. It is the power of God that makes what seems impossible possible, because nothing is impossible with God. That comes from Luke 1:37. So you can look at Matthew 19:26, and you can go ahead and search out Luke 1:37. Y'all, just believe. Can you do that? Walk in your belief. And if you are one who is doubting, may you add to your prayer, Lord, I believe, but help my unbelief. As for me, I am going to put my best foot forward, and I'm going to walk tall in believing God. Yeah. Thank you, Calvin, for encouraging my heart and my spirit, and for confirming what God has already said to me. So today, y'all, I confess, Lord, I believe. As always, seekers, keep praying, keep pressing, and stand tall. Hey, seekers. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review. You could even send a voicemail by clicking the link in our show notes. To catch all the latest from us, you can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook at Insights to Strength. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.